With over a decade of high school athletics coverage around the state of Michigan, State Champs has a vast archive of the best sports moments, athletes, and coaches. We're here to bring all the greatest championship games and highlight some individuals who went above and beyond in the year 2012 for this special edition of the State Champs Yearbook.
CHAMPS Yearbook is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Welcome inside the State Champs Studios, everybody. I'm your host, Jenna Skelski. In this episode of the Yearbook, we're going to reminisce on the best male and female state championship games, athletes, and coaches from 2012. To start the show, we're going to take it back to the best of the best female sports championship games. Let's get to it.
This is something that it was a blessing, a gift this whole season, okay, to get us to this point, okay? The gift has gotten us to this point.
In Rockford, Birmingham United, comprised of girls representing Seaholm and Groves, going for their first title since they three-peated from 07 through 09. But they were up against the #1 team in the state in 2012, Heartland. 23-1 coming in. It didn't take long for Heartland to get on the board. Barely 45 seconds in, Amber Kraus will sling this one home. It was 1-0 Eagles. We move to late in the first half now. Both teams exchanging goals, but Heartland up 4-3. A minute 30 left on the clock for Birmingham. Haley Shuley with the goal. It was 4-4 at the break. But just as Heartland did to start the game, they also scored immediately at the start of the second half. It's Kraus, but Haley Kraus this time. Eagles up 1. But United went on a run after Carrie Quigley scored the second of 2 goals that made it 6-5. Ensuing faceoff, her sister Kathy picks up the loose ball, dash to the net, paid her. First time either team had a 2-goal lead. Birmingham now up 7-5. Under a minute to go in regulation, Birmingham with an 8-7 advantage. Eagles shut out the last 12 minutes, but Rachel Sharp with the equalizer. And after a point-blank stop by Heartland goalie Tabitha Ferguson in the waning moments, for the second straight year, the D1 championship would require overtime. The fans getting their money's worth. Heartland outscored Birmingham 2-1 in the first OT, including this one from Natalie Sohacki. First goal of the game for her. Heading into the second overtime, Heartland led 10-8. We all know this is what they were playing for. After Taylor Pride got the second OT scoring going for the Eagles, Sarah Fighton poured in her third for Birmingham. Kathy Quigley from midfield to money. Biscuit in the basket. We were knotted at 11. Just 17-11 coming in this entire postseason, this United squad has beaten the odds and risen to the occasion. 20 seconds later, again, it's Kathy Quigley. Her 5th goal, the junior with the biggest of her career. Birmingham United wins in thrilling come-from-behind fashion in overtime, 12-11 the final. 4th state title in 6 years. The crowd ready to rock in this Class A championship would be a comeback classic. Grosse Pointe South in blue had never even come close to the Breslin before this year, but after a 3-point win over Ann Arbor Huron in the semis, here they were. First quarter, All-State honorable mention clear to boards, Trey is flush. The junior finished with 13 points, including 3 from long distance. Number 1 ranked Grand Haven took a wild path to the finale. A double OT quarterfinal win over East Lansing and a narrow semifinal victory over last year's champ Inkster. Also looking for their first girls hoops crown, the 2-time All-State senior Sheree Davis to the 10. The Buccaneers trailed by 4 after the first.
Listen, we need to keep doing what we're doing. You guys are playing so hard right now. I'm really proud of you.
The Blue Devils trying to keep those Cinderella sneakers on into the second quarter. This is another South All-State honorable mention. Senior Caitlin Moore, the fake off the screen, the pop up top. South led 25-16 at the break.
Let's go South! Let's go South!
The Blue Devil bus continued to roll to start the second stanza. Moore driving and delivering to Christian Flom for the bunny. South built their lead to 18 in the third. It's DeBoer finding Moore through traffic. She had 12 on the game. But Grand Haven would close the third on a 6-0 run, in part by feeding the rock to their 6'5 senior Abby Cole. The finish and the foul. Bucks now down 12 into the fourth. 26 wins, just 1 loss all year. Grand Haven now blazing the comeback trail. It's Davis with no hesitation. A 14-0 run had the Bucks within 4 at 44-40. South trying to stop the surge. Off the bench, Catherine Palazzolo, a key contributor. The turnaround is good. Double-double, 10 points and 10 boards for Palazzolo. Blue Devils up 5 with under 3 minutes to go. Back come the Bucks. Following the South turnover, it's Jordan Keefe to Cole. She went home with 18. Grand Haven leading now 52-50. But no quit in the Blue Devils. Under 20 seconds left. Moore finds Sierra Rice, and the freshman gets it to go and one. Sierra finished with a team-high 14, and the game was tied at 52. At the line, Rice would give South a 1-point lead, but the Bucks Davis, on her mom's birthday no less, scored 10 of her game-high 19 points in the final 8 minutes, including this layup with just 6 seconds left. In what would be the third longest girls' championship comeback in MHSAA history, Grand Haven wins 54-53 for their first girls' basketball state title in school history.
They can keep up with us. You guys ready to go?
Yeah!
The Grosse Pointe Civil War, North v South for the Michigan Metro Girls Hockey League State Championship. Grosse Pointe North in white beat South twice during the regular season, including an overtime win on South's senior night. Started out good for the Norsemen in this one. First period, on the power play, in the corner, the senior Jennifer Kuzmano with the perfect pass to a camped-out junior forward, Catherine McCarthy. 1-0 North after 1. Now the Blue Devils were looking to win their second straight state title, second period, and South with the man advantage now. The sophomore Tanley Shields sees the recent Miss Hockey winner Claire Boyle. Boyle will bang away at it until finally finding the back of the net. It was 1-1 heading into the third.
Give it your 100% for the next 15 minutes. All right? You own these guys. All right? We're going to come out strong in the third period. You guys are going to make this happen. You owe it to yourselves.
It would be all Grosse Pointe South in the final period. Up 2-1 and looking for more. Darian Dempsey's wrister is stopped by Emma Huelmantel. Traffic in front, and who wants it? Melissa Klinger wants it. Lady Blue Devils a 2-goal lead. The Norsemen trying to skate their way back in it. Kuzmano sets up Sarah Villani, but check out Southkeep Anastasia Diamond. She stopped 15 of 16 in the contest. Late in the game, Southwood put it away. It's Boyle blowing by everybody, Deke, and the dagger. Grosse Pointe South wins 4-1, the Lady Blue Devils' second straight girls hockey state championship, and the fourth in the last 5 years. We head to Williamston for the Division II girls soccer title tilt. After winning 2 straight state titles, but just a year removed from a first-round exit, Marion head coach Barry Brodsky and his Mustangs back in the finale, set to take on the defending champs, third-ranked Plainwell. After losing 13 seniors to graduation last year, Marion in yellow get major contributions from the underclassmen. 7 minutes into the game, Catherine Anger with a perfect setup to Julia Greisman, and the sophomore right off the noggin past Sarah Morell. 1-0 Stangs. Minutes later, one of 5 freshmen on this team Kelly Sweeney flying down the sideline, pass to Anger, and her redirection caroms off Mackenzie Evers' hand. Penalty shot Mustangs. Sweeney would take it, but robbed by Morrell. The Kalamazoo area is playing well, just 2 losses on the season, coming off a 2-1 overtime semifinal win over DeWitt. Had plenty of first-half chances. Hope Pell sends it to Caitlin Freitas for the header, but laying out is Loyola Marymount-bound Marion senior keep Mackenzie Larson. They got a golden opportunity to get on the board mere minutes later. Pell is denied in front by Larson, then Freitas with the rebound attempt rings off the post wide. It was still a 1-0 lead for Marion at the half. Check this stat. 23 of the last 24 years, at least one Oakland County girls soccer team has won a state title. In the second half, Marion wanting to continue that tradition. Anger will send another perfect ball in the box. The 9th grader Sweeney will send it home. That increased the Mustang lead to 2. 5 minutes later, the insurance. Anger gets it out front to Sweeney. Breakaway, goalie out, the fake, and the finish. 19th goal of the season for the fabulous freshman. Marion reclaims their position as tops in the state. 3-1 the final. The Mustangs' 5th state crown in the past 10 seasons.
It's unreal. I can't really explain it. 3 wins has never been accomplished at Marion in soccer. Not sure about the other sports, but to win 3 in 4 years is just, it's incredible.
There ain't nothing different that we haven't done 500 times. This is a ballgame, that's all it is. What are we saying? Ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string.
Coach Combs keeping his Ladywood softball team relaxed. In Battle Creek for the 3rd time in 4 years, the Blazers had never won a softball state championship. Matched up against 3rd-ranked Saginaw Swan Valley, the Vikings making their state champs debut. But you can understand why the Blazers were a bit nervous, making just her 2nd start on the year. Ladywood sophomore Lauren Hayes on the hill after Super Ace Brianna Combs injured her knee in the semis. Hayes mows down Courtney Reinhold. We were scoreless after 3 innings of play. Normally the right fielder, Hayes used to hitting, helping her cause to lead off the top of the 4th. The duck snort to left, and Hayes will hustle to 2nd. Now with Kristen Eisterhold on 3rd as a courtesy runner for Hayes, Celeste Fidge is going to rip this pitch to right center. RBI double. It was 1-0 Blazers. Saginaw Swan Valley with a record of 37-3. They beat Coloma 2-1 to be in this game. Bottom of the 4th. Ribby runner at 2nd. The cleanup hitter Heather Pollock almost tied it here. Deep to left, but foul. Still a 1-zip game. Now Brianna Combs did make an appearance in the 5th in a pinch hitting role. Able to draw a walk, and that was key. Tori Williams in the pinch run, standing on 2nd. Hayes delivering at the plate again. The single to center. Williams comes around to score. Ladywood up 2-0. Hayes' confidence in the circle ever increasing as the game went on. Reinhold again can't catch up with it. Hayes tossed 3 Ks on the afternoon. But the Vikings once again threatening in the bottom of the 6th with 2 on. Regan Flattery grounds to short. Haley Lawrence will stay with it and gun to first in time to end the threat. Ladywood hoping to add to their lead in the 7th, and they would. It's who else? Hayes again. She went 3 for 4 on the day. This shot to right gets by Madison Malott. Senior Nicole Payne will scoot all the way around from first. The Blazers now up 3. 2 batters later, it's Ridge getting the job done with the grounder that allows Eisterhold to score. Ladywood led 4-0. Hayes would retire the side to close it out. Just 3 hits given up in the biggest game of the year. This pop to Lawrence will end it. Livonia Ladywood becomes the first Livonia school to win a softball title since 1986. First softball title in Ladywood history. 4-0 the final.
It feels unbelievable. I never thought I would pitch in the state final game ever. I had no idea. Yesterday when I came in to pitch, I knew I had to do my job, and today when I knew Bree couldn't pitch, I had to pick her up, and I had to try my best, and I told her, I will do my best for you.
We've come out every game and just played our hardest. We played the toughest schedule of anyone. Our coaches really pushed us, and we knew today was our day.
This is so special. We've been working for this for 4 years, and we couldn't have left any better way. It's awesome. Amazing feeling.
Stay champs! Stay champs! Stay champs!
I got my start in officiating when a friend told me I should try it. At first I just did basketball, and I got hooked. Before long, I added baseball, softball, football, and volleyball. I really enjoy giving back to the game, working with kids, and working with my local association to recruit and train new officials. I would like to say to anybody that officiating is a great way to help kids and stay connected to the game. We always need new officials. There's help wanted, just listen.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be, because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
"2012 had so many great athletes prove themselves to be some of the best in the state, but two in particular stood out above the rest. A field general who achieved one of the top awards on the gridiron and one of the most exciting girls basketball players we've ever seen on the court. Highlight our top male and female athletes from 2012.
All right, welcome back to State Champs. As you can see, I'm doubly amplified here as we are excited. We've been waiting for this all season long. Tom Rakowski of the Detroit News here. Jason Jones here with Metro PCS. So what does that mean? It's time to announce Mr. Football. So without any further ado, and it was a tough race, but can be only one winner, and that is Mark Chapman.
Raise it up! Raise it up! I have no words to describe. I mean, I'm just so happy right now. Just going out, I'm speechless because I thought it was just a random meeting with my coach, and the whole lunch, my whole class is waiting for me. All the school is waiting for me, cheering me on, and you guys are just sitting there, everybody's smiling. I don't know, I'm just on cloud 9 right now, so I feel great.
Just ask any coach in the MAC conference. With the Big Reds on your schedule, there were many late nights trying to figure just how you were going to stop Mark Chapman. The classic running quarterback. The MAC Blue Champs were bumped to the white. The Big Reds finished the year 7-3 and won the white. The league MVP, Chapman. Mark ran for 1,554 yards on 181 carries, 25 touchdowns. He just missed throwing for 1,000 yards, 71 of 133 passing for 989 and 7 touchdowns. He threw 1 interception all season. On defense, 25 tackles from the defensive back position.
I love going back and watching his highlights over the last 2 years because it really puts a smile on my face. But just a special player. You know, he has a lot of gifts, but the leadership, he's just a natural leader, and that's why I think he's really raised the level of play for our program and our team from his leadership. And obviously at the quarterback position, he's the ideal person.
The accolades don't stop for Chapman. Detroit News Dream Team, AP Division I-II First Team All-State, and the Gatorade Football Player of the Year for the state of Michigan. Our online vote champ with over 300,000 tallies that helped propel Mark to Mr. Football.
I knew I was with the Final Four, and I was like, man, if I win it, that's going to be great. But if I don't, still had a great season, still got things ahead. But to win it, oh man, it feels outstanding. Outstanding.
A well-rounded student athlete, Mark has a 3.76 GPA and achieved an ACT composite score of 26. A member of the National Honor Society, he also volunteered on behalf of his school's Building Tomorrow's Leaders and Motivators of Change service organizations. Mark Chapman epitomizes everything this award was created to represent.
It's great to know that Mr. Football not only celebrates what athletes are able to do on the field, but really encourages them just to be better people off the field. And that obviously shows with the selection this year.
Teachers love him, the students love him, and he's just a very genuine person.
From the get-go, my parents have always preached, student athlete means like student first, athlete second. So, grades is the most important thing. I wouldn't be here without, my teachers and my counselors keeping me on track in school, and just having the motivation in the classroom to carry out on the field as well. So grades is the most important thing. Had to work hard so I could do work on the field.
Mark is verbally committed to play his college ball at Central Michigan University, where he will join his brother Jarrett, who's a sophomore starting defensive back, and his cousin Winslow, a freshman defensive back. Mark Chapman's legacy is intact in Port Huron.
The work ethic he put in, the example he set for our younger kids, not only on the field but in the classroom, he's left a major mark in our football program, and we'll be referring to him for years to come.
And from one MAC to the other MAC, the next level for Chapman resides in Mount Pleasant. The plan is receive him at Central Michigan.
I just want to get up there so bad right now. So I already started working out. I've been contacting my coaches and everything like that, getting things rolling. And I can't wait to put on a show.
I get a funny feeling the Wildcat might just have been planted in the Chippewa playbook. Mark Chapman, Metro PCS Mr. Football, 2012. When we got our first big stage look at University Liggett 5'10 junior guard Madison Rostovsky at last year's Class C state championship, the Knights may have not taken home the title, but the entire state laid witness to a polished superstar. 30 points with 2 steals and 5 assists in the finals, she wrapped up a first-team All-State season. Flash forward to this year. Now on everyone's radar, she's exceeded expectations. Averaging 19 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals for #1 ranked Liggett, the postseason pleasantries are piling up. The ESPN Michigan Girls Basketball Player of the Year, the AP Class C Player of the Year, and on Monday, the Coaches Association Miss Basketball Award.
Winning this award is it's exciting, but at the same time, I wasn't going to allow it to define me as a player. I've worked hard because I want to be the best player that I can be, no matter what that outcome was. So our goal is a state championship, and this was just a cherry on top, I guess.
Approaching the 2,400 career scoring mark, she currently sits tied for 7th in state history. And when she begins her career at the University of Michigan in the fall, it will complete a circle of countless passionate hours in the gym that began with her dad from the moment she was upright.
When she was 9 months old, we played roll the ball. And I used to coach in the gym. And when I coached at Harper Woods for 10 years, literally she was at practice 90% of the time and just loved it.
Madison shares this award with her teammates that includes sisters Lola and Haley. Congratulations to Madison Rostovsky, 2012 Miss Basketball.
It's not every day you get to cover athletes that talented, and our team is proud to help many gifted students tell their stories. However, there is no I in team when it comes to winning state titles. It is a full group effort in the support of a program that leads to the big stage. Let's get back to some of the greatest state final games with our top 5 male championships from the year 2012.
To Division 4, the Hamtramck Frontier International Academy first soccer finals, taking on the Chargers from Grand Rapids Covenant Christian, making their state champs debut. Just a third-year program, Hamtramck Frontier International beat 4 top 10 opponents to get a shot at the title. The unranked Knights got it going 2 minutes into the contest. The junior Muji Nassau, what a shot! 1-0 Knights at the half.
Now it's 0-0. Don't think you win it. You're not the winner. You're not the winner. You're not. It's 1-0. You're not. It's 0-0.
The Knights outscored their 7 postseason opponents by a combined 22-5. It's Nassau setting up the senior Balig Al-Gahim Frontier International up 2. Minutes later, off the free kick, it's Al-Gahim using his dome for his second goal on the day. Knights up 3-0. The 8th-ranked Chargers were also playing in their first state finale. It's the senior Jordan Van Oostenbrug. He would net the next 2 goals for the Chargers. Covenant Christian in it only down 3-2. Looking to tie it late, Corbin Prince gets a good foot on it, but Frontier netminder Amar Abdullah swallows it up for the save. Hamtramck Frontier International Academy wins by a 3-2 score. The Knights' first state championship in any sport. It was the Eagles versus the Eaglets. First quarter, Orchard Lake down 7, but not for long. Senior running back Charles Kroon up the middle, 14-yard score. We were tied at 7 after the first. Early in the second, senior quarterback Alex Vandevus going long, hooks up with the Michigan State-bound junior superstar Drake Harris. 74-yard touchdown, Eagles back up 7. Next possession, it's Vandevus who holds on to it this time. He's gonna find the end zone. Missed extra point, and Grand Rapids Christian led 20-7. But this scoring spectacular was far from over. Just before the end of the half, Eaglet senior quarterback Matt Linehan to the sophomore wideout Ben Jefferson. OLSM down 20-14 at the half. We jump all the way now to a frenetic fourth quarter. Grand Rapids Christian trailing 30-27. Senior running back Seth McIntosh will gallop to his third rushing score on the night. Eagles back up 34-30. St. Mary's as a team ran for 457 yards on the night. The Miami of Ohio-bound Grant Nemick scores his third rushing touchdown. Eaglets back up 37-34 with 2 minutes to go. Both teams combined for a state record 1,033 yards. Drake Harris pulled down 2 sensational fourth down catches to keep hope alive. Drake also set the single-season record for receiving yards with 2016. They needed a 28-yard field goal from Joel Shipper with 4 seconds left to tie it, and the senior delivered. We were tied at 37 as we headed into overtime. OLSM failed to score, so the Eagles wasted no time in kicking the field goal. Shipper, ball game. Grand Rapids Christian wins a thriller 40-37. Eagles' first football state championship.
Time to play. Let's go out there and show them what we're capable of doing. Everybody's got to do something together. Let's put on a show today, fellas. It's your time to shine. Let's go.
We begin with the Division II Boys Lacrosse State Finals from Seaholm High School. Second-ranked Detroit Country Day taking on the #1 team in D2, Grand Rapids Forest Hills Central. Country Day in blue on a quest for back-to-back state championships. No doubt the toughest thing to do in sports. Central could not repeat 1 year ago. Pick it up in the first quarter. DCD already up a goal. Senior midfielder Pat Duggan will put it past Trent Foreman. Yellow Jackets up 2-0 after the first. After Forest Hills Central made it 2-1, Andrew Weiner will find Ryan Pryor and the freshman firing a missile. Jackets back up a deuce. Country Day pounded 5th-ranked Cranbrook 16-3 in the semis, and it looked like another onslaught was on. Minutes later, mad scramble in front. The sophomore attacker Shane Switzer will find the goal. Country Day up 4-1. But Forest Hills Central was fresh off an 11-2 drubbing of Notre Dame Prep, coming in with a record of 20-2, including wins over D1 Power Holt and Brother Rice's B squad, which is not easy to do. Late in the half, Kevin Stevens will beat Ahmed Iftikhar. Rangers down 4-2 at the break.
We've been a little too tense. We've been a little too okay? Let's just play our game. Let's settle down, play our game, play our style.
Both teams exchanged goals to start the third. Jackets get one off the draw. Switzer, his second of the game. DCD up a seemingly comfortable 6-3. Country Day beat Central in the regional finals a year ago. Unlike 2011, the Rangers able to find their groove here. Junior midfielder Colin Schlosser, his second. Central down 6-4. After getting within 1, it's the Rangers' Stevens once again, this time bouncing it home, and we were tied up at 6 apiece. With under 3 to go in the third, Forest Hills Central still riding that momentum. Andrew Kransberger, the pass to Luke Gerard, who finds the twine. Rangers up 7-6 heading into the fourth. Country Day almost evened it up. Scott Wolf with the good look, but Borman there for the denial. He had 13 saves. It was a scoreless fourth. Grand Rapids Forest Hills Central hangs on to beat Country Day 7-6. The Rangers' second boys lacrosse state championship in the last 3 years. It's been 6 years since third-ranked Brighton won a hockey state crown. Entering at just a game over 500, it's been a decade since 6th-ranked Grosse Pointe North took the title.
Let's go Brighton! Let's go Brighton!
Following a double OT 2-1 semifinal win over Orchard Lake St. Mary's, the Kensington Lakes Association champs Bulldogs were barking early. Senior Tommy Cavisto picks up the loose puck, cross-ice pass to Troy Merritt, and the sophomore backhands it home. Brighton grabs a 1-0 lead. Still in the first, Brighton on the power play. Can't score if you don't shoot, right? Chet Davatella just throws it towards traffic, and the junior Zach Morgan will deflect it in. Now the Norsemen would score a quick goal at the very end of the period, so it was 2-1 Brighton after the first. We go late in the second now. Bulldogs again benefiting from an inadvertent bounce. The senior Cavisto will bring it around, and somehow the biscuit finds the basket. Brighton up 3-1.
Let's go Norsemen! Let's go Norsemen!
Grosse Pointe North beat a streaking East Kentwood team to get here. 2 minutes later, the team's leading scorer making his presence felt. Joe Alua creating the turnover. Anthony Saleh would reward him for his efforts. 5-hole, second of the game for Joe. The Norsemen down 3-2 into the third. The flags of momentum now blowing north. What a night for Alua. Saleh loses the puck, but Joe is there to tap in the hat trick. Goal number 20 on the season knots this game at 3 apiece. But despite being outshot 38-15 in the semis and 23-11 in this one, the Bulldogs make the most of their opportunities. Under 2 minutes ago, battle in the corner, puck squirts free, and the senior Davatella buries it. The Brighton Believers are beside themselves. Dogs up 4-3. Clock winding down now, and how about this story? Brighton goalie Christian Mahalik just a backup until the regionals. 20 saves for the senior. Now he is a state champ. Brighton wins the Division I state title, 4-3 the final. The Bulldogs' second hockey state title and the first since 2006.
I feel great. I mean, I'm on top of the world right now. I mean, this is everything we've been dreaming of since I saw Brighton won in 06. I promised myself that I'd win a state championship, and just to do it is incredible.
It's just one game of the 40 whatever we play. You know, no different. We're gonna go out and be at our best, play at our highest level. Everyone take care of their own kitchen first. Okay, we're gonna be there. Good quality at bats, good approaches up there.
Madison Heights Bishop Foley looking to equal what Shepherd did in 2009 and 2010 in Division III. Back-to-back state titles. Lansing Catholic Central, their final obstacle. The number one Ventures coming in at 40-3, despite losing 7 seniors from last year's championship squad. 5 seniors this year, including Brian Bayless. Top 1, Adam Babcock sent back to the bench. Bayless retired the side. Now, if you paid attention to the recent Major League Baseball draft, well, then you know the Oakland A's feel Bishop Foley senior Brett Sunday has pro potential. We agree. Bottom of the first, and the Mr. Baseball candidate and current Western Michigan signee, the monster 2-run homer to left. Ventures up a quick 2-zip. Bayless worked tirelessly to take the reins as ace in 2012. 14-0 as a starter coming in. Second inning, Nate Warner whiffs. Bayless struck out the side. Bottom 3 we go. Foley with runners on first and second. Sophomore Garrett Schilling, the winning pitcher in the Ventures 6-2 semifinal win over Saginaw Nouveau. Here, opposite way single. Luke Ortel scores. Ventures up 3. Same inning, Bayless coming through with his bat. This gut shot scores Sunday. Bishop Foley led 4-2. Unranked Lansing Catholic coming in at 31-6 in the fourth. Runners on the corners. Dylan Rush sends it deep to right center. Mike DeClark home. That cut the deficit to 4-1. To the top of the fifth, the Cougars once again on the prowl. RBI sitting on second. Jacob Pfeiffer the single to center. Tommy Cotter coming around. Lansing Catholic down just a pair now. We head to the sixth, and the Cougars had the tie-in runs on the base pass. Bayless unfazed. Eric Plain caught for excessive window shopping. Bayless fired up. Foley maintains their 4-2 lead.
Good quality at bats. If we're patient, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get the ball. We're gonna get some guys on base, and let's make it happen.
Coach Sunday drumming the message home. Be smart. They would. Bottom 6, 2 on. Ortel will pull it to right. Brad Jones hustling home. Foley up 3. 2 batters later, and it's 6-2 now. Billy Malik with the seeing eye single. Ortel is in. Ventures up a 5 spot. Next batter, Schilling. Sack fly to center. Sunday tags and scores. Over the course of 2 days, Schilling racked 5 RBI. Ventures led 8-2 into the final inning. Bayless went the distance. Just 2 runs on 7 hits. Warner goes down swinging for his 8th strikeout on the game to clinch it. Madison Heights Bishop Foley wins 8-2 the final. Ventures' 2nd straight Division III baseball state championship.
That's awesome. Just going out on top, knowing that you're going out on top in your senior year, that no one's better than you, and just an awesome feeling.
It feels amazing. Wow, way to go out on top. We preached all year that this is what we wanted, and that was our goal, and as a senior, it was my job to go out and help the team to it and basically just be a leader.
Those games have made their mark in the MHSAA history, and we were happy to be there to capture the exciting moments. But let's not forget the amazing people that volunteer to teach student athletes the proper way to compete, the love of the game, and endless life lessons. Coaches are the backbone of a program, and without their guidance, we would not see teams compete to their highest potential. Let's now look into a pair of unforgettable role models in our top 2 coaches from 2012.
When you think of swimming, the first thing that probably comes to mind is the incredible feats of swimmers like Michael Phelps and Mark Spitz. But as amazing as some of those individual triumphs may be, swimming is as big a team sport as you'll find. And very few teams exemplify that ideal, quite like the ladies from Farmington Hills Mercy High School. The Marlins are fresh off their 5th straight state title and 1st in Division I, and though they work very hard to get back to that level each year, to them upholding the storied school tradition is what's most important.
It definitely doesn't come easy. Like, we work a lot morning, before school, after school, meets on the weekends. It's a pretty intense thing that we've got going on, but it definitely shows the hard work and everything that we go through at the state meet and how well we do.
Last year's championship showed how truly special this team is, as they were able to take the title without winning a single individual event, a fact that shows the tremendous depth of the Mercy High squad. And it's just another example of why swimming is all about working together.
I think that it just shows that how deep we are and how every person on the team matters, and it's not just a group of superstars who carry the whole team, it's everyone contributing every day and just really everyone giving it their all.
Any great team is held together by a great leader, and with head coach Shannon Dunworth at the helm, the Marlins are no different. Swimming takes a ton of preparation, and junior Ellie Chanella knows her team would be nowhere near as successful as they've been without the guidance of such a special coach.
It's not only the physical things he's working us through, but it's the mental, it's the emotional. He's getting us through. He's making sure that we know that all this hard work is going to pay off.
Although all teams see yearly turnover, one thing that has been a constant through the recent string of championships has been Coach Dunworth, whose resume now includes 5 titles and 2 second-place finishes in 8 years. With a record like that, it would be easy to put the emphasis on maintaining championship status. But this longtime student of the sport preaches taking things one stroke at a time.
You can get a hat trick in hockey at any game. Very, very rarely to get in the Stanley Cup final. And swimming says that's when you got to do it, the last meet of the year. So I don't really like that aspect of the sport. I want to, for these kids to make every day special, every set special, and every opportunity they get to swim special, because you don't know where we're going to be in November. But along the way, I'd like to enjoy it.
For State Champs, I'm David Faze. Football fans in Southeast Michigan are very familiar with the rich traditions of schools like Brother Rice and Farmington Hills Harrison. But what you don't get to see are some of the tremendous programs from across the mitten, which makes the Saints of St. Ignace High School one of the best kept secrets in the state. And the man in charge of this well-oiled machine is head coach Marty Spencer. Now in his 16th season as head coach at St. Ignace, the wonderful job he has done with his football program is proven by his record. And when you talk to this longtime teacher of the game, it's easy to tell what keeps the fire burning.
Kids keep you young. So, a 52-year-old guy who's hanging around 17, 18-year-old kids. You feel young, you play young, and you do things, and that just make you stay focused. But it's all about the kids.
Friday night's big victory over Pellston not only kept the Saints undefeated on the year, but also gave Coach Spencer his 100th win as a head coach, which over 16 years averages out to over 6 wins a season, an amazing accomplishment that not many coaches ever achieve.
We run a fitness program, we run a weightlifting program, we work towards perfection, and we want to be successful. Our community expects it. They want winners, and so the kids grow up that way, and they're focused on winning and doing the best that they can at all times.
Senior captain Joe Ostman has had the opportunity to play for Coach Spencer all 4 years of his high school career. And according to the big tight end and linebacker, the team's passionate and hard-nosed play is an extension of their coach.
The high-energy practices keeps us going, keeps us entertained with the game, and we just love the game as a team.
With 6 straight playoff appearances and 3 straight league titles, it's clear that the system that Coach Spencer has in place is one that his kids have fully bought into. And according to senior captain Curtis St. Louis, this team, which is currently ranked number 2 in the state in Division 8, has as good a chance as any in Coach Spencer's tenure of getting him his first state title.
We brought mostly everyone back. We only lost a couple guys last year. We returned 10 starters from defense. We're hoping to go all the way.
Wearing dual hats as both head football coach and athletic director at St. Ignace, Coach Spencer can add yet another superlative to his name, Detroit Lions High School Coach of the Week. This tremendous award is made possible by the generous support of the Michigan Army National Guard. We're honored to have with us Staff Sergeant Dennis Olson. Staff Sergeant Olson.
Coach Spencer, as a representative of the Michigan National Guard and the Detroit Lions, it is my honor to present you this plaque for Coach of the Week.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this trip into the year 2012 in this edition of the Yearbook. For more throwbacks and all that is currently happening in Michigan high school athletics, follow State Champs Net on all of our social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Until next time, I'm Jenna Skelski. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the fall.
CHAMPS Yearbook is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.